So these are called AGA1 from a brand called AGASOUND, and these were sent out to me by keephifi.com. So there are chances that you may not have heard about this brand before, and neither have I, because they mainly have their presence in China. But they specialize in making a whole lot of sound solutions such as amplifiers, mixers, home theaters, multifunction systems, and there's like tons of different sound related solutions that you will find on their website. So this product from them is called AGA1, and what you get inside the box are these in-ear monitors, plenty of extra pair of ear tips in different shapes and sizes, and this grey colored cable that matches up really very well with the in-ear monitors and rest of the other accessories. So starting off with the price, so the regular price on this one is around $39. That will convert to 3200 Indian rupees, and for that price you will get a free shipping. And I've seen the price dropping to under rupees 3000, so just keep a watch on their website for best prices. And I think if you're looking for something in that 3000 rupees price bracket, so this should definitely be on your list. So when I took them out of the box, the first thing that got my attention is how beautifully designed they are. I mean, the overall design looks very minimal, it's so clean, and also it looks futuristic at the same time. You will really appreciate this faceplate that is made from metal. All that engineering and all that curves are like CNC machine, and they are like so very perfect. You don't find any sort of flaws related to design. And they combined that gray colored faceplate with this black colored housing which is in matte finish, so that gray and black combination goes on very well. Also, if you look at this cable, so it's really a very soft cable. I mean, they could have gone for a completely black colored cable, but they went a step ahead and went for this gray black combination in the cable also. And if even if like I'm holding these IEMs like that, so you can already figure out from the fall of the cable that how soft it is. And also if you bend the cable at completely 180 degrees, I don't think it would create any sort of problem. Now when it comes to comfort and fitting, I tried these IEMs for long hours, and I would say these are very much comfortable because the IEMs and cable both are very lightweight. And when it comes to fitting and comfort, it's not just the size of the IEM that matters, but also the length of the nozzle, the thickness of the nozzle, and the ear tip. So if you look at this particular nozzle, so I would say it's neither too big that it's going too deep in the ear canal, and it's neither too small that when you're wearing these IEMs it's going to fall off. And if you're combining that with perfect size ear tips, I think it's going to give you one of the best fitting. Now when it comes to technical specifications, so they have dual cavities combined with dual magnetic circuit design, and dual cavities helps in giving a good quality bass. Also they have 10mm driver inside with polymer diaphragm which has carbon and graphene coating on it. Now what I've realized recently is that when you come across slightly expensive IEMs, so they have some kind of liquid crystal polymer or polyurethane diaphragms. So you can say the drivers are high end in these IEMs, and also high-end IEMs utilize more cavities for giving a good bass or a good quality bass. So if you're comparing these IEMs with all that beginner IEMs under 2000 rupees, so these are definitely high-end. Also if you look at this particular graph, so you will notice that that frequency region from 3 to 4000 kilohertz is more forward or more bright. So if you're watching any movies or something, they will be like very clear. And also that high frequency region that goes up to 20,000 kilohertz, you will see a gradual fall in that, which means the IEMs will not be that sharp and they also will not be that harsh. And also if you talk about that low frequency region between 20 to 100 hertz, so that is also more forward, which means they are going to give a good bass. So that is all that you can actually calculate from that graph and all that design perspective. And now let's talk about the practical overview. These IEMs have an impedance of around 19 ohms and sensitivity of around 126, which means that they don't need really any sort of high-end input. You can easily drive these IEMs with your smartphone because the impedance value is low. As I was expecting the sensitivity to be around 110 or 115, but in this case it's 126. But I think that lower value of impedance actually compensates for that higher value of sensitivity. Now when it came to content, especially low frequency sounds like those of dhols and drums, so I would say you will not just hear the sound, but you will actually hear the after vibration of the membrane. Whenever it comes to guitars or pianos also, you will not just hear the notes, but you will hear the vibrations of the strings and everything. So overall I can say that the kind of bass they produce, I mean, they further break the bass frequencies into different layers, so you will hear all that sounds layer by layers, and this is kind of a very unique experience. If you're watching any movies and let's say some dialogue is playing, so you will not, I mean, all that dialogues in that 3 to 4000 kilohertz range will be forward, so it will be heard very clearly. And let's say while someone is speaking any dialogue and some bass frequencies or some kind of background music is coming in, so all that mid frequencies and low frequencies will always be in good combination. If you're increasing the volume of these IEMs to this higher level, so the bass and like mids are very enjoyable. But as you saw from the graph, that all that high frequencies from 10,000 kilohertz to 20,000 kilohertz, which make IEMs or any earphone very sharp, but in this case they won't be sharp at all. So overall I would say that my experience was this with these was very enjoyable. Like good comfort, lightweight design, lightweight cable, good bass and good mid frequencies, and not so sharp higher frequencies. When it can also, I want to say about higher frequencies is that you won't miss out on the details, but I would just say they are not sharp at all. So overall, I'm really very much satisfied with these IEMs, and I think this is the kind of sound that I have always wanted. So anyway, this was my take on the AGA1. You can subscribe to the channel for more reviews. You can follow me for more, and definitely keep this in your bucket list if you're looking for something in the 3000 rupees price segment. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.